Hey everybody, my name's Krim, also known as TheAsianAvenger. You might know me from my Magic the Gathering Arena content on Twitch. Now, I'm actually not lost. I'm here to start a video series with the MTG Goldfish crew. The series will focus on an entirely free-to-play account. Meaning what? Meaning free! Meaning we won't have to spend a single dollar due on this game. We won't be using any redeemable codes. Building our collection just entirely off of grinding. Now, grinding, you say? Well, this will really help expedite the process of building our collection, because as we grind, we're going to try to complete some quests. Quests will net us gold, gold equals packs. Packs are good. Now, every 5 wins will also net you a pack. It caps out at 3 packs a day, so 15 wins will get you 3 packs. There's also some free gold along the way. Now, some of you have asked me before if picking your Planeswalker avatar actually affects anything with the collection that you get or any kind of free cards that you'll get. The answer is no. It's purely aesthetic. This is just for fun. It's for looks. Doesn't matter. I'm picking Teferi because I like Teferi. Well, if I didn't have Teferi...
We'll make this look easy.
Yeah, exactly, Jace. You said it best. I would probably pick Jace. So, here are the 5 decks that we're going to be starting out with at the beginning of the game. There are 10 starter decks total. The other 5 will be given to us after a series of quests. Now, there's a mono black deck, a mono green deck, mono red deck, mono blue deck, and mono white deck. Today's video is going to focus on the Forest's Might, the mono green deck. Now, you must be asking, why mono green? That's because mono green requires very few rare wild cards and mythic wild cards to be competitive. You can probably use about like 6 rare wild cards and like 2 mythics, and it'll already be insanely strong. The reason why it'll be so strong is because you'll get cards like Llanowar Elves and Druid of the Cowl. These cards tap to add a green mana, meaning you'll get to ramp yourselves into your bigger threats like Galta, Gigantosaurus, Aggressive Mammoth, and all of those cards. Yes, that's right. Turns out a lot of decks will have a problem with something like a 10-10 on turn 3 or 4. Let's go ahead and get started on the gameplay. We're going to just go ahead and just jam 7 games in today's video, try to farm some gold, see how far we can get with this deck, and then save up to start doing leagues in the next video. Also, before we move to the next batch of games, I'd like to say that if you don't know how the rare wildcards work, it's very simple. These cards trade for any card of the same rarity, meaning you can use a mythic rare wildcard for another mythic rare card. Example, Llanowar Elf is a common, so these would require us to use our common wild cards. So, now with that in mind, let's go ahead and move to the games. Let's start jamming. Man, I am in love with what they've done with this game. All the sweet effects and all that stuff, the animations, the voice lines, they're all so wonderful. It seems that we've got 4 lands and 2 gigantic growths, or titanic growths, sorry. We do have the turn 1 mana dork and nothing to really ramp into. I have to mulligan this because we don't really have anything to threaten them with. This is better. Even though we only have 1 land, this is kind of like a second land. We're just hoping we can draw another land and we'll get a scry after we mulligan. If you don't know how this the mulligan rule works, is that when you mulligan, you go down 1 card every time. If you don't like your hand, you can keep mulliganing. I mean, you can even mulligan down to 0. I highly recommend against that. Yep. And when you mulligan, you get to scry, which means you get to look at the top card and choose if you want to leave that on top or move it to the bottom. We're on the play. We had a scry. Might be greedy, but we had a turn 3, which is, like, really sweet. Because we'll get to play a 3-drop on turn 2. Let's just hope we don't whiff like that. It's okay. It's okay. The one thing I'm known for is never drawing my lands. It feels really bad when you don't draw lands. But the cool thing about this deck is that it can come from behind very quickly. Okay, so it seems like we're up against a zombie-styled deck here. It must be the mono black deck. I'm not really sure, I haven't looked at the list yet, but oh boy, thank you game so much for giving me a Druid of the Cowl. I've been a good person this year, okay? I think I deserve my second land at some point. Even though, because we kept that greedy keep and we fell way farther behind because of it, it's okay. We eventually got our 3rd land. It's like we drew a land and played things on a normal curve, which is kind of upsetting because that's why I want these cards. So I can play things ahead of the curve, but I guess that's not happening today. Alright, so our opponent's got an army of 2/2 little weird zombie things, and this thing looks like a xenomorph, which is really cool. What's not cool is how we still haven't really hit any lands. So, you know, do as I say, not as I do. Usually one-landers are not good. They're not good, but the greed appealed to me there. I think it was a little greedy, but at the same time, I thought it was a little unlikely that we would whiff on a land drop because, you know, we get a Scry, and we also had like a Manadoric. I didn't think we'd miss this many land drops in a row. This is actually 4 land drops in a row I think we've missed. There we go. Finally, I can play something. Alright, so this is a little bit of a pickle because whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature. It seems like we're about to get overrun with zombies real quick here. This is a very powerful card. This will draw them cards. Yes, at the cost of a life, but I think they're willing to accept that deal. Good news is this card can only be blocked by 1 creature. Only 1 creature can block this, so it has to be a good one. I'm going to block with the Centaur. This gives them a zombie and a draw, which is a little concerning, but it's okay. Once again, everything's going to be just fine. We got our second big threat on the board, and just like that, we're already turning the corner. I want them to trade that. If they don't want to trade that, then that's fine with me. I try to like bait them into it. Our opponent very much so saw through my my lies there and my bluffs and my tricks. They won't be fooled today. But this is why the mono green deck is powerful. Even though, think about that, we lost. We any other deck, I think I would probably lost. We missed like 4 million land drops, obviously a slight exaggeration, but still, we were able to manage to get onto the board with a 5/5 and a 3/3, and like that, our opponent's zombie horde is at a halt. Yes, they'll get to draw a card, very annoying, I understand. But hey, in a way, we're burning him for 1, right? It's like the same thing. That's not the same. Oh man, the animations are gorgeous in this game. Oh boy, love everything about it. Alright, let's see if we can get bait them into like doing a funky little blocking situation here. I might leave this back, but they're probably more inclined. I'm gonna just swing with this. This would make it so, because it has vigilance, meaning that when it attacks, it doesn't have to tap. Meaning they might want to just like send a bunch of things towards it. If they send a bunch of things towards it, we could just kill them. Now if they don't block, we have lethal. They have to actually block now. By the way, if you haven't seen this, in this game, they've made the board very interactive. You can click on the gargoyles. Look at these beautiful leaves. They've done a very good job. Yo, Arena team, good job. Alright, let's see if we can get them to not block. They haven't blocked this far. You know what I mean? This far into the game, they haven't blocked yet. May as well just see if they block now. I'm only going to send 1. I'm only going to send 1. Because the 1 make it seem like, hey, I can take a few more damage because it's not lethal. And if that's the case, then we Titanic Growth this and send them to the like Shadow Realm. Can I say that? Can I say Shadow Realm in these videos? I don't know. I'll find out later. Alright, so that's a 2/2. Until end of turn, target creature gains. When this creature dies, return it to its owner's hand. Okay. I guess. We'll send it back to our hand. We still drew a card. That's not the worst. I didn't really want to use a pump on it because using a pump spell on it just didn't feel that great. Definitely not a winning line of play. Actually, no, yeah, there's no point in pumping it. I'd rather just make use of that card. Alright, so there's a Diamond Mare coming down. They're probably going to gain a decent amount of life back here if I don't start really pressuring them. But I feel like an 8/8 should at least speed the clock up a little bit. And it has Trample, so it's going to force our opponent to start jamming multiple threats towards it. Because Trample means whatever damage is left over after blocks will bleed onto our opponent's face. Which is great. Alright, they gain another life. We have a Plummet. The reason why this is probably on the deck is because Mono Green is pretty bad against things that can fly. Everything we have is very much so grounded. Alright. Here you go. Have another zombie on me. Nice guy Krim, just helping people out. have a zombie on me. Alright, let's play this now. Probably gonna go ahead and tap the elf because the 1-3 at least blocks semi-efficiently. Send it back to them. I'm trying to make it so, you know, they don't think we have a pump spell or anything like that. This Open the Graves is getting a little bit annoying. Or maybe it's only annoying because, oh no! That's really good. It's the Flynoceros. Oh man, the Siege Flyno, if you would. Alright. Let's go ahead and just punch with this. We have Trample, so I think that no matter what happens here, we're going to be able to kill him. We're most likely going to be able to kill him. Or at least kill a good chunk of their threats. Alright, let's see if they block. So they have not blocked. They have not blocked. Let's see if we can go for the win here. Bam! To the face! They just took 2. Feels good. And like that, chat, this is what I mean when I say this deck is insanely powerful. Look at that. Look at that. We missed like 400 land drops and still came back. Boy, do I love this deck. We're almost done. We're about to have like a ridiculous amount of gold coming in. I'm excited. Because then we get to crack open some packs. If for those that are also wondering what packs to get, it's really difficult to give you a straight answer because it depends on the deck that you're trying to play. For the sake of this deck, I may go for Dominaria with my gold because then you get things like Steel Leaf Champion, some stuff like that. Oh man. Well, I still need lands. Oh boy. We have a lot of 2s and 3s. We've already gambled before. Let's gamble again. Let's gamble again. Oh boy, we need to move that to the bottom. Alright, we have exactly 1 draw step, right? To make it so that we don't fall too far behind here. These are like really, really shaky keeps, but if we just get the second land, we already have a mana dork here. Ah, there it is, chat. Never didn't have it. Okay, so never didn't have it. We drew the land like we needed. This looks like the blue-white artifact deck. This card's gonna be sweet. This will help us ramp and get some actual lands. Oh no, there goes our Treosaurus. Alright. So the 10-10 is somewhere at the bottom of our deck. This feels bad. This feels bad. Hey, look at that! A 1-1 flyer. Okay. That does pump that. Makes that a little inconvenient. Nah, it's fine. I don't think we really need a block with this. By the way, don't be afraid to use your health as a resource here. It's very important that you like, a lot of people forget that sometimes. They're like, oh, I have to immediately kill this, or block this, or counter this, whatever it is. That's not true. You don't have to do that. 1 is not dead. 1 is not dead. Not that I advise you go to 1. That's a little bit of a shaky area to be at. Nice. Highland game? I almost want to just, whenever I play Highland game, say good game, because... Yeah? Yeah? You see what I'm talking about? Good game, Highland game? Oh man, clearly I'm not here for the jokes. These sky scanners are getting oddly threatening. Alright, at some point, we're going to draw a big threat here. Our opponent's going to regret it. They're going to regret messing with us. I mean, we got to get rid of it somehow, right? Let's just start chipping away at their threats so they don't go too wide. They'll probably send the Sky Scanner over, but that's not really that big of a deal because we'll just still gain 2 life. Right now, I just want to fight for board. We can kill the other one later so they can't try to like chump this Highland game and have to actually use the Gearsmith. Unless, of course, they just keep spawning like 1,000 little flying things. Okay. Okay, that's almost there. We almost have enough. Well, that's awkward. We're at a board stall. We can't really swing past their little army of metallic things. Like, oh man. Alright, more artifact scarecrows. You got it. mean, we have Minotaur, like lords and stuff like that. I don't know why we haven't had a Scarecrow lord yet. That'd be pretty sweet. Okay, well, I guess we're not blocking the flyers. And we know that they have better cards to kill with Plummet. We know they have better cards. I remember seeing when we looked at the deck list, we only had 2 Plummets, right? So there has to be something I can hit that's just a lot better than what we're playing with now. Okay, well. You know what? As sad as this sounds, this is what we're going to do, guys. Here we go, here we go. We're just going to play this and hope that they don't counter this. I don't know if they have counters, but let's hope they don't. Get rid of that. That one actually can survive my onslaught of threatening 1/1s. Oh boy. We have 2 3/3s here. Those field creepers are very annoying right now. Oh man. We are about to get got. These things have indestructible. This blue-white artifact deck is insanely powerful. How am I supposed to beat the Ether Shield Artificer? Like, I think I was supposed to play an actual threat some time ago, but I guess not today. Alright. We're just gonna send these in. The 2/3s. Okay. We have every land probably that we could need for the rest of the game here. Game, if you could just so politely please stop giving me a ton of lands. Oh boy. And we have a seal away. Oh no. Alright. This is not... Oh man, that animation's so sweet. This is like redefining tabletop for me. I hope at some point we just start getting like some digital, like, you know, kind of like the dual disc thing. Some digital action and just make it so that when we play cards, stuff like that happens. Alright. Alright. You got it, dude. You got it. Alright, buddy. Which one are you pumping? That one? That seems reasonable. I kind of want to stop getting hit for 3, so check this out. Oh, come on. I thought you were going to send everything. Why have you not sent everything? Oh, it's indestructible. Oh, what a misplay. Alright. Okay. Okay, I was supposed to respond to that. My bad. You know, good thing I'm a new player. Definitely a new player. Okay, we're dead. We've drawn like a lot of lands, and we're not really doing anything. And they're like our only answer to that we just threw away for no reason after I valued how sweet that plummet was. I went ahead and immediately punted. So looks like that one's a loss. Well played, opponent. Not too hot that round. Yeah, as I said, this deck has a huge issue with flying creatures. That was very, very rough. But hey, at least we got some gold. Good luck, opponent. Alright, you have a 2, a 3, and a 4. That's like a pretty good curve. Granted that, you know, once again, this is not exactly that powerful, but it'll gain us some life. That's nice. And it has 2 power. I could possibly trade with a few early threats. Oh, man. There's about to be a ridiculous amount of Highland games. Oh, man. You know, I hope I really don't, like, miss on a land here. I've had that happen a few times where Elvish Rejuvenator just puts everything of mine on the bottom. And you see, there goes all of our payoff. But it's okay. We're fine. We're fine here. I'm going to just see if they want to trade. They don't. Cool. We hit our 4th land, which feels good. Oh, no, not this card. Okay. Okay, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. Let's go ahead and equip this right here. Or let's go, let's play that so we can equip this one. Although, I don't really, it's already a big enough threat, and it gives, there's already an incentive to kill this. Maybe we want to, like, split our threats up, put this on something else. A 100% block there, trade there. What do you got? Some kind of combat trick? Okay, that is really bad for us. That is really bad for us. This is a very powerful card right now. One that we cannot efficiently answer. I mean, they seem to be on some kind of life gain, like, fiesta over here. I mean, we'll play this. leave this back to block, because we need to get rid of this Pride Mate. This Pride Mate does a lot of a beating on us. It seriously just will destroy us, because it's going to grow to a level of power that I cannot... Oh, man. Okay. Sure. Oh, wow, that's so clutch. Alright, perfect. So this will get +5/+5, and it'll deal the damage to it, right? So they don't fight, though? Perfect. Okay. Let's put it on this one. The 4/3 is already enough of a threat. And this will just make this grow even more. Target a creature you control. Target a creature you don't control. There we go. Easy. Now we dealt with it. Now let's start getting in there for 6. I was a little worried that this card is going to just like terrorize us and become like a 30/30, because there's points in the game where this will just be like massive, like 14/14 or something like that. Wow. A Vraska's Contempt. Okay. That, by the way, is like probably the best removal spell you could have. I love that card. It is exile, it is life gain, it does so much. It's very versatile. This will... We'll probably just lose this to the Aspiring Cleric. Yeah, good thing we didn't equip that Blanchwood armor, right? That would have ended very poorly for us. Oh, man. What is this matchmaking? I'm just a free-to-play account. Why are you hitting me with so many good cards? Alright, pass. No. Okay, fine. I guess we can... It's fine, we attack with that, right? If they want to trade it, that's fine. Probably wouldn't. This leaves it so that we can block. Okay. I will 100% trade to kill that right now. It's unfortunate because, well, you know, they'll have exactly enough to kill both of these. But this needs to go, because this will eventually generate just too many tokens and we can't really deal with them. We need to draw our big threats here. Okay, that is like a big threat. It's a forest. It leads to a big threat. We are probably going to lose if we don't draw something very soon. Oh, man. Here we go. Okay, so I think when we're starting with this style of a deck, we need better and bigger threats, right? So I think I'm probably going to just use a few rare wild cards on maybe like another Giganosaurus, try to craft a Gulta or something. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, that about... Okay, so this about sums it up for us here. We're dead. We're a goner. Yeah, that was pretty rough. Let's go ahead and add more power to the deck. I think that's the first thing we need to do. In order to get more gold and stuff like that, we really just need to make sure that we can like hit him with a real threat. We have like nothing to hit him with. Let's get Dominaria, and that's it. Let's just get 2 packs of Dominaria. What does this get us? A Vile Offering? Not really needed, but okay, sure. Even a Baloth here, I'd probably play. Just because we don't have anything to really threaten them with right now. And it has Kicker. Kicker's always great because it scales into the later game. Let's see. We have Prodigious Growth, Baloth. Bring this in. One more mana, little mana creatures. Oh, you know what we also would want? We need the Steel Leaf Champions here. Steel Leaf Champion's just really good here. What can I take out? Highland games are not exactly my cup of tea right now, so I'm gonna get rid of those. The Verdant Rebirth is like fun, interesting, but I don't know if that's right for me. Let's go Not Collected. If you want to see all the cards you don't own, you just hit Not Collected and it'll bring up everything. How many of each do we have? We have 6 uncommons. So I kind of want something at a better rate. Like these Harpooners are actually pretty good because they're a 3/2 that can destroy something that flies. So that's something that's definitely worth considering for 2 mana. But right now, I want to get Steel Leaf Champion. I think that's probably the first thing I want to craft, right? Like a bunch of Steel Leaf Champions. Also, Brontodon's pretty good because Brontodon can... this is actually very good. It's a big body. It's a 3/4. And you can also destroy an artifact or enchantment. And that is very relevant in this game. Goreclaw, not really needed. I really want to craft that, but I'm not, so... Vinemare is also another good one, as Vinemare has hexproof. You know, yeah, I'm gonna go for the Harpooners. We need like more powerful threats on the early turns. All right, let's mix and match here. Let's mix and match. Let's grab some of these, right? These are pretty good. We're gonna hope that we dodge any kind of like a Chain Whirler deck. Goblin Chain Whirler will completely destroy us. Don't need that. And then let's go ahead and add in. I mean, Plummet's like okay so far. The Brontodon's been very sweet, but what big bomb can we play? I don't know if I want to use all my wild cards yet. So we have 4 uncommon wild cards. Let's get 2 of these into the deck. Let's drop the Vigilant Creature. Vigilant Creature's not that great here. Highland Game at least kind of like trades. Kinda. I mean, well, no, I mean, the Highland Game, not trade, it gains us life, sorry. Juvenator, I think there's probably better at 3, right? Spend like 1 wild card, like 1 rare wild card if we wanted to. But I kinda don't. It's actually pretty scary committing a wild card. Jeez. What's another big threat we could have? This is really good if we start seeing a ton of control decks. Tendershoot Dryad will also just spin out, like spiral out of control. Okay. We like dinosaurs, right? Let's just get another dinosaur. Let's just get as stompy as we can with these dinosaurs. Alright. Now we have a little bit of more of a late game. I like that. The Bristling Boar is, I guess, okay. I'd still rather have the Baloth Gorger. This is common. How many of those do we have left? Probably drop this, go for another one of these, because it being a 4/3 means that it dies to Lightning Strike. I'm not a huge fan of that. Not exactly a huge fan of that. Alright. I'm so scared to commit to this other Giganosaurus. Oh, no. No, okay. Let's just craft the 3-drop. If I'm going to spend it on a rare, I'm doing it on the Steel Leaf Champion. Steel Leaf Champion's just like the best thing you can get in this deck. Alright, that's the only thing we're going to spend that rare on. Get out of here. We're not doing anything else. Yep. Okay, let's take this for a spin and see if it does has a little more bite to it. What do you got for me, opponent? I also didn't notice this. All the guild symbols are right there on the floor. I think that's really sweet. I don't know how I didn't notice that before. Like, I just noticed that now. Or I guess I never really get to see the board because it's always full of creatures. This is a beautiful hand, by the way. This is a beautiful hand. I'm really happy that we went up to 4. If you're playing mono green, I think you need the full form Llanowar Elves. There's just no ands or buts about that, right? You can choose what printing you want, but I think you have to have this. It looks like it's going to get, yeah, shocked. It's a must answer, right? Because if it isn't answered immediately, we start doing some ridiculous things. Oh, man. We're getting all these opponents with really good decks. What's going on here? We're just a friendly neighborhood green deck. Oh boy. There it is. Best guild, Dimir. And there's Rakdos. I believe that's Grawl. And there's Simic, and there's Azorius, and there's Orzhov. Those will be coming in the next set. I can't wait for that. Fun to hit me with that 1-3 beats, huh? The 1-3 beats. Okay. Alright. We're gonna just play this. If they have a Lightning Strike, that's not a Lightning Strike to my face, so I'll accept that. If it's an Essence Scatter or any kind of counter spell, they can counter a vanilla 3/3. I'm okay with that. Hey, it's like they have a Lightning Strike. Yeah, this is mostly why I don't like that Bristling Boar. Lightning Strike, if you see a red deck, assume they have it, right? And that's problematic, because if there's so many Lightning Strikes around and I pay 4 mana for a 4/3, I feel like that's really, really bad. That just, like, immediately leaves. It doesn't leave anything behind, it doesn't do anything, so... And this will be a 4/4, so that's pretty clutch. Alright, play the 4/4. Come on, game. I've got a 4/4. Be ready, though, because they play cards like Blink of an Eye, so they're going to be able to bounce anything that we try to equip Prodigious Growth to. So I'm going to be very cautious about what I equip that to. Maybe equip it to something else. Hey, look! It's a blink of an eye! I think I've seen that before. Alright. It's like I called it. Wow. Alright. Unfortunate for the opponent. They seem to be missing some lands, but, you know, I know that all too well. Opponent, please. Please, opponent. But yeah, a little background on me for those that are watching this video right now. I've played Magic for a long time. I think I've played since, I tabletop with my friends since Odyssey. And man, Magic has changed so much. Like, holy cow. The cards are so much better now. Like, I mean, like, I have my favorite card, like, tattooed onto my arm. And it's just like, if I paid 4 mana for a 6/6 now and, like, lose, you know, 2 life at my upkeep, it's not as good as it was. It's not as good as it was, but... Because, like, look at all these creatures. These creatures, like, are insane. Like, they can make themselves, like, massive. They can, like, you know, scale up to the late game. They all have abilities. It's, like, a bunch of, like, I don't know, disenchant. This is, like, a disenchant effect with a 3/4 body attached to it. Man. Again? Oh, my gosh. See, that's their mistake, because soon I'll just be able to, like, get this with Kicker. If I just keep ripping lands here, I'm gonna get this with Kicker. Alright, so Blue-Red Wizards. It seems they have haste. That's pretty good for our opponent. Let's play this now. Let's play this Elf. So, next turn we could potentially equip it to the Prodigious Growth to like an Elf and just make it absurdly powerful. And so this way they'll ignore the 4/4, right? We need to figure this out. See, I wanna equip the Prodigious Growth to something that isn't the Baloth, right? So let's send this. Either way, this would make it so that it dies to a shock. This would make it so that it has to be a Lightning Strike, and prevents them from getting mana, right? I think I'm gonna block there, because I'd rather them use more of their mana on their turn to kill this. Which means that they aren't using maybe like a shock or something. There you go. It's like, yep, perfect. So now, let's see if this works, chat. Bam! An 8/8 elf. Just the way we drew it up. And like that, we're all tied up. We're all tied up. Oh no, don't blink of an eye me again. Come on, don't blink of an eye me again. Stop saying nice. Why are they saying nice? You know, whenever they say any kind of like emote, whatever is about to follow it is not going to be great. We're about to get destroyed. No. Don't look at the card. Just don't look at my card. It's not even here. Perfect. Something I can target with my plummet. That's wonderful news for me. The best thing is this thing has trample. Oh, man. I wonder if his blades would grow with him. Probably not. Just like this massive elf. Just stomping around on this little Aven mage and like this poor lava runner. Alright. I think they're probably figuring out if they want to hit me or not. I mean, it has trample, so there's... And they're not dead, right? I mean, they're just... I mean, if I draw like a Titanic Growth or whatever, then that's a different story, but... I'm just gonna attack with this, because putting them down, like making them take 6 is the same, right? Like they're still gonna die one way or the other if they can't answer this. And this is instant speed. I don't really care. I don't want to waste my removal because mono green doesn't really have that solid removal, and most of the time mono green doesn't even want to play removal. They just want to play big creatures and just like make it so that you're the one that's gonna be asking the questions. Your opponent's gonna need the answers. Is our opponent roping us? In quick play? Are we getting roped? Ooh! Okay. They clearly value this enough to make it so that they don't want to block that. I'll just get rid of it then. Thought I'd maybe get a free removal spell in there. Because the clock's all the same. They're still dead this upcoming turn if they can't answer this. This is also... probably going to be my favorite thing with the free-to-play account. We're gonna, as we build our collection, I'm definitely going to have to be using these tap lands, because before Arena had the open beta, and before you could use gems or anything at all, everyone actually just was free to play. It was only cards that you could get off of grinding. And these were like the best thing in the world. It's just like, it doesn't seem like much because it's just, oh, Entrance Battlefield tapped, but like, oh man. Because you had to like force your collection on what you had, and I had a good blue-black control deck. I got lucky. I just opened his content, all this stuff. But, man, I really, really needed some threats. So I got lucky. I opened like a Nico Bolas and all that, and then Ograf. So I forced the Grixis with a terrible mana base. One thing I will always try to inform everyone about is your mana base. Like, seriously, having a good mana base, differences are night and day between a good mana base and a terrible one. So it's not flashy, it's not cool, but really make sure you get good lands. Let's get moving to the next game, and I guess tomorrow in about 9.5 hours we can unlock another starter deck. I'm actually really pleased with what they've done for free stuff to give away in this game. Like the economy's drastically changed. I'm also really happy about that. I've been playing this for a hot minute. It was a lot harder to get cards, but now it feels really good. It's like pretty close to the perfect sweet spot. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's right, everyone, we can count. This is perfect. I like it. I mean, don't be afraid to just play this on 2 because you're still the aggressor, and just a 3-2 on turn 2 is powerful enough. Of course, I'm probably going to start with going right into the 3-3 if I can. I'm just assuming that the Llanowar Elf is gonna die. Like, very rarely does this card ever come back to me. I mean, okay, this is that one time where it's actually coming back to me, so this is great news, but usually it does not. And now that we know that they're on probably some kind of blue-black pirate game plan, I'm probably going to hold back on the Crawl Harpooner, right? Because they're going to have a lot of flying threats, and this only hits flyers. Don't be like me and don't like try to punt all day long, because I thought this could hit anything one time, and then, like, yeah, I learned the hard way. Remember, always read your cards. Man, reading cards, it's so hard. I don't know how you do it, really. There's a reason why I make 4,000 IQ plays. A buddy of mine said, the reason why we make 4,000 IQ plays, I mean, for having 4,000 IQ, something's gotta go somewhere else, right? So I guess I gave up reading to have 4,000 IQ. It's great though, because at least there's not like a wall of text or anything I need to worry about. Like, oh, whoa, hold on. Oh, that's right. As long as it's flying. That's weird. Stop flying. Stop flying. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna play this now. We're attacking. We're gonna see how much, like, if they want to double block this, I'm willing to take that trade. There is a discussion for me to possibly play the 3-3 after I attack, because then they're thinking, oh, maybe they don't have a threat, but it's, you know, unlikely they would double block her. That's just a really bad deal for them, because it's not even like it's it's like that crazy of a creature. It's just a 3-3, right? Vanilla 3-3. All right, we've got a lot of pirates, and I'm starting to get a little anxious why there's so many Stop hitting me. Block. All right, let's see what they do. They've got some kind of combat trick. All right, so we get it back at least. So we got him to burn a Murder. Murder's a very that's like hard removal. So that's a very powerful card. Let's do this. Play the 5 mana 4/4. It has Vigilance, so if this forces them into a situation where they're gonna have to like start. I mean, it doesn't trample, not yet, but it is still 4 damage to the face, and I think we're winning that race, or 5 damage to the face. Sorry. Once again, reading cards. It's really hard to do. I promise I read my cards. I promise I do. Oh no, no, dude. Oh man, how am I supposed to beat that? Mono green Okay, like this card is like unbeatable, like right? Like mono green can't actually ever stop this card. Okay. Okay. Huh. Well, it seems like I'm in a bit of a bind here. Don't have any creatures in the yard. This doesn't hit that. I need to hit this, or like... Oddly, the fact that this doesn't have flying all the time is a little inconvenient for me. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to send that in, and that in only. They're probably not blocking, right? There's no reason for them to block. So I'm going to play this. And I'm going to play this. Makes it so they can only swing with the flyers. I'll leave back the Highland Game next turn. Like, cause right, they don't have lethal yet, and we're now threatening a bigger board than them. Because although they are like they've been chipping at us, we're now starting to develop bigger creatures. We watched him use a murder, so I mean, let's hope he doesn't have too many of those. Opponent, please don't kill my creature. Thank you. Look at the Centaur Courser. How friendly. Don't kill this. Don't cast that either. I can't believe it, dude. Premium users. No, I'm just kidding. Come on. Pass it back. Please just pass the turn back. Oh, man. That's, not gonna lie to you, that feels pretty bad. Like, that feels really bad. Come on, attack with the hostage taker. Attack with the hostage taker, no! Okay, our opponent saw the line. Opponent saw the line. I can dream. Blow that one up. Yes, take the action. Let's have them fight. Good thing is, this doesn't die. And we're just gonna play that. You know, maybe we can get some action going on here. Punch him with the 2/3/3s, right? They're gonna have to block eventually. Eventually, we will wither them down enough because they no longer have the evasion from the flyers. So I like this. We have a Titanic Growth. All right, all right. They're living dangerously here. They're just taking 6 like that. Okay, all right, all right. I mean, they do have a free 5/5. Or I mean, it's not free, but they have my 5/5, which I'd like back at some point. And if they cast that, whatever they block, or whichever one they block, that's the one I'm gonna have to pump because we got to get rid of that 5/5. Or maybe not. We might have lethal. We might be able to push for lethal elsewhere if they tap out for that, right? Because we have 5 threats, they'll have 5 threats. Maybe they won't block. Well, no, they'll definitely block. They'll definitely block. The only thing they'll probably let through is like the elf because they know that even then it's not enough to kill. And whatever they're holding in hand, they're obviously nervous about it because they're wondering if they're about to die right now. I might want to craft a second Golta too because I, never see my Golta. Except for when, the Rejuvenator puts it to the bottom. As always, that's great. Okay, they're attacking? What kind of move? What kind of display of dominance is our opponent doing here? This is Reach, which is nice. Well, okay, what could they have? So they have 3 threats, right? So 2 gets through. That's only 7, so that's not enough to kill them, right? We have to actually block this? No, I'll take the damage. I'll take the damage. It's fine. They cast this. They have 3 blockers. They're obviously going to block a 3/3. What? What's going on? Are they... Dude, that's risky. Punish. Let me punish them. No. Man. Alright. That's still the same end result, right? I do want this to die. But not yet, right? I want to leave this back to block. Let me think here. So we send all these in. We have 2 attackers. They're obviously going to go block the 3 and the 3/2 to try to trade, right? Maybe... They won't block with that, though. If we send everything, they won't block with that. Right? That's 3. That means... If they do that, we get 1 back. I mean, if they don't block with that... Do we need to swing with anything more? I mean, they'll just send one here, so that's only 3 damage. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's send those in. That's fine. If they don't block the centaurs and they just try to block my elf, that's perfect. That's interesting. Why would you do that? This is very confusing to me. I mean, now we get a 5/5 back? So we kill the hostage taker. That I don't know. I was assuming that my opponent would not kill that, because like, why would they, right? I mean, why would they kill their hostage taker? Okay, that that might be a misplay from our opponent, but now we're threatening lethal here. Okay, well, I don't think you want to be losing health, but if you want to, feel free. Swing with both. It looks like we got this game. We got him. There. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Let's lock it up. Let's lock up this game. Sure. I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't have to do this, but I'm just gonna do it. Send the whole team in. That's looking game here, because they can only block this and probably a 3, so they're still taking 7. Look at that. The friendly centaurs getting us there. Big green creatures. Let's go. God. Alright. At least we're not playing against decks that have, like, 432 wild cards right now. Alright, so that was a sweet, sweet game. Let's get ready to move on to the next one. We need our 5th win for our pack today. If we can get our 5th win, we get our 1 pack. I'm going to try to see if I can get, like, probably the rest of the packs off-stream. Who knows? Alright, this is a pretty good hand. It's a pretty good hand right now. We need a solid 3-drop. Like, this is where Steel Leaf Champion would come in. Like, once we get all 4 Steel Leafs, I'm going to be dropping this. I'd rather play the 4-mana Baloth than play anything at 4. Alright, so it's the Surveil aggro deck here, huh? Alright, at least we have a 3-drop. That's pretty sweet. Now, actually, okay, if I do this, that puts me on 5 mana next turn. That's pretty sweet, but that doesn't actually, we don't get to the aggressive mammoth that soon anyways. Or it's fine, because then at least next turn we can go bristling boar and then just kind of start gumming up the board with big threats. Of course, that would require us to still have those cards in hand. Thought erasure is very good here. Okay. This is slightly problematic. Slightly problematic. Maybe they'll... Okay, wait, what? Hold on, what? Why not? Wait, hold on, I thought we would... Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna just send this in. I'm going to equip this elf. I want to make it so that we diversify our threats here, so at least now we have a 4/4 in the back. Yeah, we might have to tap it, but... Oh, man. Yeah, because if I equip it there, it's just bad news, right? That's pretty good. I'll definitely fight that right now. This needs to go. This card, like, spirals out of control. This card is absurd. Alright, let's just send the centaur in again. Maybe they'll block with their wall, because the wall doesn't do anything, right? It just sits there. It's only when it enters the battlefield they surveil. I don't know why they're not just using that to block with, but alright. Oh, boy. I'm probably going to get rid of that, because we're pretty close to the mammoth, right? We're pretty close to the mammoth. Let's hope they don't get to surveil anytime soon. Please don't surveil, or at least surveil and not have enough mana. Okay, there you go. We got there. All right, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Wow, look at that. Bronze tier 2. Our 5th win for the day. Hell yeah. Give me my pack. Let's see what we get. All right, what is it? Underrealm Lich. You know, at some point, it's probably better to turn this into a mono green deck splashing black, So Underrealm Lich, you know, could be a powerful enough card to put in there. It's not exactly a big green monster, but it is something. Phoenix... I don't know how to say your name. Either way, if I butcher your name and you're watching this video, good luck, opponent. Yeah, this is kind of threat light, because the 3-3 doesn't feel that great. If this were like a 5-4, this would be really good, but whatever, we have a curve. We have a curve, can't complain. We're just going to edit this long pause out. Oh, please. Okay, sweet. Alright, so it looks like we've got a pretty decent hand here. I'm going to keep this. At least we have a 1 into a 3. I can't complain. It's not Steel Leaf. It's not a 5-4, but it'll do. Ooh, so it's some kind of colorless deck? You know, I'm really bummed that cards like Antiquities War just don't have enough artifacts to support it right now. I love that card. I think that card's sweet. Let's play this. Alright, they can add any color, so I still don't really know what they're on. Alright. Oh, man. Opponent says, how would you like to play that card again? The answer is, I would love to. Again! Let's do this. Alright. I'm a little scared to equip Blanchwood Armor right now, because they have, if they're playing blue and whatnot, they probably have Blink of an Eye somewhere. Okay, that needs to go. Oh my lord, how do I kill that? Oh boy. Okay, with the BM already, right off the bat, opponent. Right off the bat. Look at that, dude. The nerve on our opponent to BM us already. Exile target creature that player controls. Well, I only have one, so... I legitimately don't know how we're supposed to beat that. Let's leave it back, I guess, because exile is different from dying. So, oh boy. So they're just not going to attack with it until. Oh boy, that's the target they will exile for sure. They're going to for sure exile that. I wanted to see if they'd call me on it, and they did. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and equip this now onto this. Next turn we'll do it that way. So, next turn we can play this, make them attack. If they decide to attack, then sure. Ho ho ho. Boy. Our opponent is on a very strong deck against us. I don't know how we're supposed to beat this right now. Alright, please shuffle yourself away. Can I not sack that? No, there's no target for me to sack that to. Man, I guess if I... It's gone at least. That card is really rough for us. Go to the main phase here. Alright, so it costs us 7 to play Galta, which is exactly what we have. But if we equip this, right? That means that we have 5, that's 8, that's 10, so this would only cost us 2. You know what? Let's just play this anyways, without any of the fancy schmancy stuff. Maybe they don't have a way to kill this. Maybe they don't. I don't want to find out. I hope they don't have it. But it seems like with the way our opponent's deck is, they're probably going to play a lot of removal. Let's hope they've got only cast down. You can have a handful of cast downs. I'm okay with that. A handful of cast downs. I'm all for that. But nothing else, please. Just lands and cast downs. You can cast down my entire board otherwise. I'm totally chill with that. Come on. Okay, okay. Chat, oh boy, please. Oh boy, please. We're all in. We're all in on this right now. I just gotta try it, right? I can't do anything but try. Oh my god! It hurts! It hurts! That's so annoying. I should have attacked first and just tested to see if there's any removal from them. That was my fault. And they got to draw for that. That's really darn tootin' good. Okay. That's annoying. I will not be attacking as this makes it cost 7. Man, we should have just swung this way if they bounced it. Yeah, okay, that was my misplay. If we just swung, They would have used it anyways, right? That was a huge misplay on my part. Yeah. Just attack normally because Galta's already big enough. I got greedy. I had the bloodlust in my eyes. Okay. That's like almost worthy to concede to because we just now they'll never do anything, right? All right, that's game over. That is a really bad game for us. All right, so we just got stomped out by that like mid-range-ish deck. So let's see if we get lucky and we dodge those people with a million wild cards. I thought there was probably more matchmaking involved. Like it would like check to see how many cards you're using. I guess maybe adding Steel Leaf Champion makes it so it bumps up my deck. Like the MMR of the deck, or no, I think my MMR stays the same. Elf, Gorger. Seems great. This is a great start. Hopefully we draw a 3-drop. I may just go ahead and craft the second Steel Leaf. Alright, so they're also a person of the finer things. I see you with your elf there. Boy. Okay, Rejuvenator, that's fine. I can live with that. I can live with a Rejuvenator. I wasn't sure how modified their deck is. It looks like they're playing about the same free-to-play like deck that we've got going on here. I will not be trading my elf for your Rejuvenator. That's too much value. So that's 4 mana already. We have 4... Wait, did I not play a land? Did I really not play a land? Oh, no, hold on. That's right. Rejuvenator got him a land. I was like, no way. No way. I did not forget to play a land. And it's because I didn't. All right, cool. Oh! Hey, remember how I talked about how hard it is to deal with a 10-10 when it comes down early? Yeah, that still rings out. That still holds true. That's still a very true statement. No blocks. Cool. At least we have another Highland game. Sick. No attacks. I mean, we put, what, 3 counters on this? Then we can triple block and then get blown up by a Titanic Growth? Oh, man. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let me just lie to myself for a little bit here. Please stop playing cards, opponent. Stop. Just stop. Please. Please. Oh, man. Opponent, just stop playing cards. Okay, that's fine. Can I get my own? Where's my Gigantosaurus? Please let me get Gigantosaurus. I will be definitely windmill blocking that. I don't know of how many of those I can be taking. Whoa. Even sounds like it hit me really hard. Okay, cool. We just gotta play this, right? Hope that maybe we draw a Galta or something like that. At this point, we're just now sending elves in front of it, right? I mean, after this Highland game, we're just gonna send elves. If they have a Galta, this is really bad. These are also just 100% dead. We can't actually kill anything. Maybe we should drop these for Rabid Bites. Rabid Bite might be better. Oh boy. As in, I think Rabid Bites are just actually better. Even though we need to have a creature on board. Nope, don't want this. Nope, still don't want this. Oh my god, that's the full playset! Holy cow, that's the full playset. Alright, that's fine. Sure. It's straight up the full playset. They have 9 mana currently. Cool. All the Rejuvenators. I hope he tucked every single threat. Every one of them to the bottom. Not that, you know, he has to worry about anything. He's got a Gigantosaurus and we've got, you know, Highland game. Okay. Alright. Show me your moves. What are you roping me for? You've got a 10-10. Just punch me. Please just punch me at this point. With the 10-10. Oh, wait. What's going on? What are they roping for? They must... If they pass, that means they disconnected. That's the only thing that would mean. Either that or they're just super duper, like, BMing me right now. Slow rolling as much as possible. Oh. It looks like they might have just reconnected. It's possible their client closed out and they just needed to reconnect. Why? Why would you take that long to do that? Okay, that's fine. Send your 1/1 in. You know what? I'll take it. I need to hold this back. I need to hold this back. Prodigious growth, ladies and gentlemen. It is my turn. It is now my turn to make a massive creature. Yeah? What do you think about this, son? I have a gigantic 11/11 now. Yeah, dude! Karma! Let's go! This is it! And like that, it's even. Prodigious growth. You beautiful, beautiful card. I'm going to send this this Highland game right into this Gigantosaurus. Please don't kill this. I am dead if they kill this. Oh, I was really worried there. Alright. Alright, send this Highland game right into the Gigantosaurus, right? Leave these back just to block for the next 30 years. That's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's only 8 damage. If they swing with everything, they could still possibly win, though. Oh, thank you, game. Now we're at a weird board stall. We can get rid of the Gigantosaurus, because I'm a little worried we're not going to find... We'd have to draw a Rabid Bite, right? That's what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to draw a Rabid Bite so that... Oh, man. This is a tough one. Because they just send one of these over, right? And those two will trade. But we have the better board otherwise? Send it. Make them trade the Gigantosaurus. I'm okay with that. Sure. That seems good to me. Maybe we'll draw our own sometime soon here, or our own Golta. This is the first thing I want to die. Do not try to mess with me. That's the first thing that needs to go. Thank you, Prodigious Growth. Now we're chipping down away at their board. This blocks there. This blocks there. These will trade with the other 1/1s. Or, I mean, I may not even block with this, because I need to get my Mammoth on board. Even though we might probably start drawing a chunk of lands here. Oh boy. Opponent? Alright, chunk of lands. That seems pretty good. Unfortunately, now, if he blocks, it's a bad deal for us, right? Because he goes green with Sentinel in the night. That makes it so that we trade a 3/4 for a 2/2, and they would still get to keep one of these 2/2s, and that's just not where I want to be. It's oddly even. I thought this game was over. You know, it wasn't looking good for the hometown hero, but oh, okay, all right. Sending the team. They're sending the team. What does that mean to me? That is very suspicious to me. Let's trade for 1 elf. Elf for an elf. At least we still have 6 mana, right? What kind of pump effect are you about to play? I want to kill these knights off, but... that feels really bad. Okay. That's kind of what we needed to make it so that they wouldn't... That we could keep our Gigantosaurus, but that was why I was afraid. Because if they're playing for the most part the same starter deck, there's 2 of these and like a few, or there's 3 of these and a few Rabid Bites, right? Yeah, and that is my concern right there. So good thing we traded off the Gigantosaur before it was no longer a thing we could do. Now, what a bummer it is for us to draw that right now. If only they had waited. Like, I'm surprised they wanted a Rabid Bite my... Oh, okay. This game is looking pretty over. Man! Carnage Tyrant already? Okay, yeah. Maybe that's the first thing we should craft, right? Okay, we got another forest. Good game, opponent. Very well played, friend. We were so close! We had him! I had him, coach. Or, it's good old Vin Diesel. You know, I almost had you. Had me. Barely had your car. Or whatever he says. Man, that's rough. Okay. Another one. We can't end on a loss. Man, that was such a good game there, that last one. Like, we both had our Gigantosauruses. I mean, well, they had their own, and then I had the prodigious growth. No, we can't keep this. Still can't really keep this. It doesn't seem that strong, but there's lands, I guess. Whatever. We'll try this. Really slow green start. Looks like we have another Centaur on top. Let's just start piling out vanilla 3. Just pouring vanilla 3/3s onto the board. Let's hope they don't have anything. Okay. So it seems that they have... Huh. Green-red. Rejuvenator. Alright. Well, since it's green-red, I have to assume that they're probably a little more than... their deck's probably a little more advanced than ours. Opponent, please. Sleepy Panda. Please, no big threats here. They're already on turn mana 5. Oh. Whew. Yeah, we're just playing with a starter deck, so... You know, we're just gonna build them up. Gonna hit them with these 3/3s. They might have shock, so I don't think it's smart to try to test, right? Test to see if they'll block. Because if they have a shock, that's bad for us. Knight of the Stampede is very threatening. Alright, it might be the green-red Dino starter, so I do feel a little bit better, but not that much better. Alright, so we drew another land, except this one can attack or block. Make him trade off the Rejuvenator and the Disciple, I guess? Yep, so they did have shock. I wanted to make them have it, and they did. So, turns out they did actually, in fact, have it. Because if they didn't, they would have double blocked, right? Or, I mean, they would have blocked and blocked, unless they really want this land, but I don't see why, right? Because they already have their dinosaurs costing them 2 less. This is rough. This is rough. Then again, our account is only like a couple days old, so it probably gets better. Their deck's going to be way more tuned than ours. Alright, that's looking pretty over for us. Okay, they're going to draw a card. I didn't even play a land. I'm just holding all of these up. Okay, we have too many do-nothings. Our deck has a lot of hot air and like 3 threats, right? So, what can we do to help combat this? This game is looking pretty locked up from our opponent. They've got an engine built. We have to like send the whole squad into that to kill it. And they shocked it anyways. Man, that's rough. No attackers. We'll leave it back to block. See if we can Titanic Growth. Because as long as this dies, this doesn't get activated anymore. And okay, that's fine. They have dinosaurs will just be costing nothing now for them. That is a little terrifying. We definitely don't need any more like powerful. Like, we don't need any more mana dorks. We'll trade that off. Just get it out of the way now. Leaves them with a 3/3, which we can then block with this one. And we drew a lot of lands there. Maybe we need some of this for our own, like on our own. I mean, she's got a dragon. We're not gonna be able to block that. And they're gonna draw 2 cards. Okay, what is our out here? Our out is if we hit another forest. All right, cool. Your turn. Okay. That is the out we were looking for. I mean, we have 9. Didn't we start with 5 mana? Yeah, we did. We started with 5 mana, 1 centaur, and then topped another centaur. And then, I guess we've just drawn a... wait, hold on. Why didn't you kill me? Wait, why didn't you... Oh, no, you didn't kill me. Either way. Oh, what a beatdown. What a beatdown. Okay. So we need to change something up. Since this is going to be our main go-to deck that's going to, like, help, you know, get us more wild cards, I think I want to make this the best I can right now. These Highland games are just, like, actually useless. They're not doing enough right now, you know? We have... Also, these plummets aren't doing too hot either. Let's see what we can find. Like, I'd even take... Let's take a look at the collection here. Maybe we add... We have the Foul Orchard, right? So let's play that. Let's turn this into the best green-black deck that we can, I guess. I mean, I want this to stay mono-green. So this will stay mono-green. It'll just splash black, I guess, for Underrealm Lich. Because we don't have all that much to really... We need more bombs. I'm just playing this because, once again, it's just another big late-game threat. How many more late-game threats do we just add there? A decent amount, right? We should just maybe add a Druid of the Cowl here, add another Mana Dork. I want Crawl Harpooner, but I do not want to spend all my uncommons, right? Let's add those in. And then add a few swamps in. Gimme, gimme. Do we have any utility lands? No, we don't. We don't need that many. Black sources, as we only have one thing. But I do want to actually draw it, right? As we don't really have a way to filter through our deck. We haven't opened any Grow from the Ashes yet. So I'm just kind of... Just seeing if I can, like naturally draw it. It's a lot easier when you pull from the deck, but we don't have that. Yet. This is good. Turn 1 elf. 2 7-drops. But we can chance it that we draw into a 3. Or maybe a 4. Skip one of the curves. I mean, this deck's all about curving out. I really hope at some point we can open a Nullhide Pharaoh, because I think that card is going to be sweet in this deck. Alright, let's just get a win here. Just got to get 1 win. Oh boy, this is tough already. Because you know they have shocks. If this is a blue-red counter deck, we don't have anything to play, so by the time we can play anything useful, they're probably just going to use Ionize or something like that. Oh, boy. Okay. We lost our turn 1 elf. This is looking pretty rough. That's because we got our turn 2 elf. Hell yes. Kind of blocks. I don't know if I would. Alright. Show me what you got, buddy. I will not be blocking this. I will block this now. I wasn't going to block it before. This is why you should attack after. I mean, you should cast spells after, usually. Because had they casted a spell after, we would have just not blocked. I can't risk the burn. I can't risk any of that. We're at 4 mana, so we need to survive 3 turns, considering that they don't blow up our Druid of the Cowl. Like, I think... Alright. They don't blow up our Druid of the Cowl, we should be good. This Aven Wind Mage is gonna... You remember how we took out those plummets? Yeah, that became a problem. It immediately became a problem. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We weren't playing anything anyways. Sure. Here you go. This deck needs a lot more 3s than 4s. So I think I am going to... Yeah. I know for a fact now what I'm crafting. It needs a lot more 3s and 4s. We have nothing in between the 1s and 6s. Like, that's nice, now that we have, like, that, but... Can block an additional creature? Yeah. Alright. Doesn't he? But he should have reach. Should have reach. For the marbles, come on. Let me just resolve this. I'm gonna hold on to this because I think there's probably a better threat. I don't know why in my mind I also thought this card produces a token of itself. Alright, let's hope they discard something good. Oh, wow. It's just a 3-3 with trample. That's okay with me. I'm going to play Meteor Golem. Meteor Golem's going to blow this up. Time to blow something up. Let's do this. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, hey, the old tap land. Love it. Yeah, that thing flies. We can't deal with that. This turn, now we can drop Foul Orchard and then drop the Gasbark Twins. This is really just here because we needed some more late game threats. Oh, we're about to lose a lot of life, aren't we? It seems like we're about to lose a lot of life. Okay. At least this has trample. That's the upside. Now Druid of the Cowl is probably more important than ever, actually. I don't know if I can tap it next turn. I probably want some blockers. I'll trade this with the Rowdy Crew. Or maybe with the 2-2. Ah, perfect. Okay, so we have 5, 7, right? Could deal it to that. I think we need to get this on board now. Because they only have one card in hand. I can't see them casting like 400,000 spells, right? We have one card, they have like 2 cards in hand. And I think... Yeah. You know what? That's fine. We're safe. We're safe. What's the worst that could happen? That's exactly the worst that could happen. Okay. What's the worst that could happen? It's fine. I need to stop saying that. I just, like, need to stop saying that. I really need to stop saying that. Okay. Sure. What's the worst that could happen, he says. That's probably the worst that could happen right there. Okay. Game, please! We're gonna get there, don't worry. Hang in there, everyone. This is still day 1. Like, this account is maybe like an hour fresh. 2 hours, however long we've been playing. Like, I don't even know. It's so fresh right now. I'm not too worried about it. We're just gonna keep grinding and getting more cards anyways. So this will be very, very much so different by the next episode. Be an entirely different deck, maybe. Oh man. Okay. So they have a Dimir Guildgate. This might be a, what, Surveil deck? As long as it's not that mid-range deck. That mid-range deck is very good against us when you consider the fact that we have nothing. Yet. I'm just playing this. Let's hope they don't have, whatever, the 2-2 that eats the top 3. Thief of Insanity, or Thief of Sanity. Oh. So our opponent's on, like, every color, then. That's interesting. Let's diversify our threats here. They're obviously going to block, right? They want to block. Okay, it's all the same. They're on 4 colors right now. The only color they don't have is green. I'm splitting up our threats. So that's 4-5. Next turn, if they tap out, we get to play the Aggressive Mammoth. Oh, no way! Is this Guildgate Control? I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh, man. Guildgate Control. Were you ready for that? When I woke up today, I did not think I'd be ready for a Guildgate Control deck, but, you know, I don't think anyone was, so... Oh, boy. What do they have? Do they have a Cleansing Nova? If they have a Cleansing Nova, we, like, lose, right? Like, we're pretty dead if they have that Cleansing Nova. Opponent, please, stop. Settle the Wreckage also does a very good job of clearing us out. It's a free-to-play account, right? We have the same MMR. What are the odds? What are the odds? Okay. I could have gone for lethal, but I was afraid they might have removal or like some kind of like bounce effect. So we'll just try to give them a turn. Okay. Did we get there? Did we get there? No! Get out of here, you Rejuvenator. I've never seen this deck before, so I don't know what to play around. So maybe it was the correct play to go for lethal there. So I do apologize for that one. We needed that to stick. Yeah, if we had a pump spell, we should have gone for lethal. With the way this deck plays, that's on me. That's on me if we lose this one. They might have another one of those things that makes it so it kills a tapped creature. They've been drawing a lot of cards, right? Murder. Yeah. So they had it anyways. Either way, they had it. They had the removal spell. Or maybe they just drew that, actually. No, they just drew that. Yes, opponent. Destroy me, please. A forest again. Alright. We need more creatures. More creatures, more creatures. We are just getting destroyed. They are drawing so many cards. They have a full grip of cards. Oh boy. What do you think they even play there? So Guildgate Control is a thing. It's a thing. It exists. I don't know if it's good. I don't think it is, but it's destroying us right now. But I don't know if that's because I made that. It's that misplay. Man. Because if they didn't have it, we had lethal. If they didn't have it, we had lethal. Like, I just don't know what these decks play. Okay. Let's concede. There's not enough there for me to kill him, so let's concede that. What does that put us at right now? We're like 2-6 or something with the deck. For free to play, I actually don't think that's that bad, right? We have a 4, we have a 4. Not Bristling Boar, Baloth Gorger, right? Baloth Gorger is strictly better here. I mean, with the black sources that we have already, let's see what they also have at 4. I don't really want any of these. That's a rare. What can I get at common? That's 4. There's like not really a good 4-drop common. Let's just get out of there. Let's try to just play as many just threats, just thick threats, and then just like make them run out of like removal. Oh boy, this has been an interesting day here. Uncommon, I want to spend it on the Vine Mare, right? Mythic, maybe we'll go with Carnage Tyrant. Let's just craft the Carnage Tyrant. That card's pretty sweet. This should just be another one of these. Alright, what can we take out now? This, probably not as useful. Go down some. And we should have... I don't know. Let me think now. We can go back up on one of these, right? We just really need to find a way to, like, close out some games here. We're just not getting the final few bits of points through. And granted that is my fault on that last one, just for, like, you know, not paying attention, but we have a rare wild card left to spend. It's got to be this. I just don't know what else it could be if it's not that. So, Steel Leaf Champion, probably the best thing we've got. After that deck edit, I do feel like the power level of this deck has gone up significantly. We're probably going to get paired against other decks that are more powerful. So maybe that's also my fault. Because it checks your deck, the matchmaker checks your deck to see the power level of your cards. Boy, nothing. Mulligan. Mulligan again. Alright. Can we win on a Mold of 5? I guess we're finding out. Now, let me know at some point if you think that any of those were a keep, because I don't think the first one's a keep because we don't do anything for 100 turns. Alright, this is turning out bad. How do we... We gotta get something down right now. Hope they don't... Oh my god! Alright, so lot of life. Okay. It's only a 3/3. They'd have to gain life 2 more times in order for them to, you know, keep that thing alive. So I'm hoping this is good enough. Please let this be good enough. I'll block the 3/3, or I may not even block at all. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's a 4/4. I'll still block the 3. Fine. This doesn't have lifelink, right? Okay, cool. That would have been a super like throw if that had lifelink. This creature will deal that right there. Okay. Now we're in a spot where it's a little more manageable, right? We have a 4/4 and another one that's following up. We have 3/6 mana total. That's a little unfortunate. This is going to keep flying over us. We can't really stop that. Okay, we have a lot of 4/4s, actually. Correction, we have like 1,000 4/4s. How do we break through our opponent's board? Let's just start attacking. Trade those off, it's fine. I just don't know if we can... I guess what else do we get out of Golgari? If we open that treasure finder thing, that'd be pretty good for us. The one that gets any permanent back, but it requires green, green, and black, black. I'm waiting. We're 3, 6, 7, so we have one more land. We draw one more land. This becomes massive. Concede! Concede! This is over. We cannot beat this. Alright, too many people have way too powerful of decks. Oh boy. I think that's what happens. We're sliding into, like, we can't go any lower than Bronze 4, actually. Concede! Too much life. Too much life. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. Can we get a win? That's all we want. We want another win. We're like, what, 2 and 7 now? About 2 and 7. I'm not sure. Alright, this is significantly playable. Because we get to play this bright and early on turn 2. Keep this. Come on, Gabe. No more. No more nonsense. We've had some rough draws also, but I mean, it might just be rough because the power level of everything we have isn't matching up to what everyone else's power level is, right? But this is still the best deck that you can play just off of grinding. I still stand by that 100%. It's like this or Merfolk, but we don't have Merfolk yet. So once we get Merfolk, then we can talk about it. Like, I think the 2 decks that I'm going to be modifying the most will be Merfolk in this. And Mono Blue seems also pretty good if we can get it so that... Oh, boy. That is amazing. Mono Blue is pretty sweet if we can get the Djinns and stuff like that. That's another deck that we could be trying to play with. You'll be able to, like... You're going to play that deck a lot like the Delver deck that existed in, like, you know, Legacy or whatever format you prefer. I'm going to play this. I'm going to go ahead and punch through. See if I can get them for 5. Let's see if they value this enough. If they... I'd be a little concerned about maybe Vicious Offering coming from our opponent, but... What are you going to do? This looks like it might be a Sapling deck. Ooh, Cast Down. Alright, that's a little rough for us. It's a good thing we didn't attach the Blanchwood armor. Also, it's just a good thing that we just draw another one, right? Like, that simple. Oh, did we just need to draw another one? Sure. Should have probably tapped with the green. You know, whatever. Opponent is going to be playing what? Alright, Poison Tip Archer is very good. Luckily, it cannot block us. Oh my god. That is perfect. It cannot block us. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's send these in, right? That blocks there. There's no way, no doubt in my mind that he wouldn't block the Thrashing Brontodon with at least the Poison Tip Archer. The Death Bloom Thallid can block the Steel Leaf Champion to stop 5 from coming through. Does this drain, or does this only hit me for 1? Okay, that only hits me for 1. We're at 20. I can take that. Alright, so they're down to a 6 here. This is looking very much so over, unless they have an answer to our aggressive Mammoth here. I'm probably going to be equipping the Blanchwood Armor over to my Elf. So then this way we have 4 threats on board. Let's do this. Let's go. No, don't have anything. Yes! Got there! Alright, sick. Granted at that time we drew very well, but just by upgrading our 3-drop, like everything's already been playing a lot better after upgrading those 3-drops. Moving forward with the green deck that was played in today's video, these are the 4 cards I highly recommend that you craft, as they will significantly boost the power level of the deck, and in doing so you can drop the black, because we only added the black so we can have more power in the late game. And well, if we can drop the black, then we'll have a way more consistent mana base. It'll be all green all the time. Up front and center is the Pelt Collector. This is an insanely powerful 1-drop as it grows whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield or dies. I often forget that one. If that creature's power is greater than Pelt Collector's, put a 1/1 counter on Pelt Collector, and if it has 3 or more 1/1 counters on this, this gains Trample. That's an insane deal for a 1-drop. Everything in our deck powers this. This will spiral out of control and usually require an answer. You'll want a playset of this. A playset is 4 copies of this card. Steel Leaf Champion, what more can I say about the card? It's a 3-mana 5/4. It can't get chumped, and it usually comes down on turn 2 because green decks always have the Llanowar Elf on turn 1. This is insane. You want a playset of this too. Vine Mare is actually really, really good right now. There's so many blue-black X decks that are, playing a bunch of black creatures and like maybe 1 Dream Eater. This card cannot get blocked by black creatures, so this is going through. It doesn't matter if Doom Whisperer is a 6/6 and in the way, it is a black creature, so it cannot block Vine Mare. On top of that, this blanks all the targeted removal that your opponent could have. Now, the same reasons why this card is good, well, makes the next card great. Carnage Tyrant for 2 more mana is uncounterable. It is a 6-mana trample hexproof creature that is once again uncounterable. That's right, for those that don't like losing to those pesky control decks with counterspells out the wazoo for days, this is your answer. It makes them pretty much 1-for-1 trade. They're cleansing novas, they're settle the wreckages just to deal with this. It can't get chump blocked because, well, it's trample, so, whatever damage isn't blocked is going to bleed over to the face, and, well, face is the place. And, of course, if they're on a green-black X deck or something like that, they'll have to bend over backwards and jump through like a million hoops to make it so that this is the lone creature on the board so they can play their Plague Crafter, their Eldest Reborn, or whatever it is to make you sacrifice this. And, once again, the difficulties your opponent will be going through to deal with this in Vine Mare make it so that I want 3 Carnage Tyrants main deck. Maybe 1 more in the sideboard, but at least 3 in the main deck. This card is so good right now. And, of course, Vine Mare. 2 to 3 in the main deck. Let's say 2 in the main and then 1 in the sideboard. You want 3 in about the 75 and you want about 3 of these somewhere in the 75. These cards are just so good, super worth it, and plus, come on, a dinosaur wearing metallic plating? Why not? And that concludes this week's video. We played the Forest Might deck, we stomped some people, we got stomped by people. We also learned to stop tempting the RNG gods by asking what's the worst that could happen, because that leads to us usually getting bodied. Anyways, it was a blast. I gotta go grind some wins to get some gold, some packs, just some more cards, some more ICRs, so that this way we can continue to grow and build our collection. I'll be back next week to play the Graveyard Bash deck, the mono black deck, because what's spookier than a horde of zombies in October? That's right, hordes of zombies, hordes of fun. As always, if you like the content we make here, make sure to hit us with that like and subscribe. Also, follow us on all of our social medias. That being said, The Asian Avenger, signing out.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.